have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
All right, so episode 1 of how to be an automotive YouTuber, I guess. I'm pretty excited because I've actually been wanting to do this for a while. And I finally got the opportunity. Episode 1 is in regards to mindsets. I feel like it's the most important thing to talk about, considering the fact that that's your foundation to even start an automotive YouTube channel, or any YouTube channel for that matter. It's not the easiest thing as it seems to be. I know you guys see these guys and you're just like, wow, I wish I could build my cars and film this stuff and, you know, make money off of it and make a living off of it. When it comes to mindset, you have to, one, be consistent. I think that's the biggest determining factor on your success on YouTube. If you're consistent on the platform and people expect you to keep posting content for them, they will come back, and in return you will grow a following. Honestly, it's like 9 out of 10 people that actually even start one, they kind of fall off, or they do like an episode or two and then they decide it's not their thing. So I do see that a lot. A lot of people want to start a YouTube channel, but once they realize how hard or how much work it actually takes to get into it, they kind of just stop. It does have a lot to do with your discipline. You have to be honest with yourself. Are you going to be consistent to posting, 1-2 videos a week? At least one video. That's kind of how I started a week, so that would give me time to plan, make my video, edit it, and then post it. YouTube is all about delayed gratification, and that comes with anything in life. I feel like if you want anything good, it's not going to be easy. And if it was easy, like everyone says, everyone would do it. I think besides consistency, the other thing that I would kind of tell you guys is don't do it for the money. The money will not come right away. I've gone through that. I mean, I started YouTube 3.5 years ago, and I'm barely getting paid. And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not getting paid a lot. Like, it's honestly not that much money. A lot of things that do help, of course, is sponsorships. Anyone that purchases, your merch, or anyone that supports you in any way or form by helping you with a car or anything in that regards. That's kind of how I get by. Being an automotive YouTuber, I feel like is a little bit more difficult because you have to either modify cars, you have to go out to events, you spend gas, you have to be doing. All right, so yeah, if you're doing it for the money, man, don't do it. Don't even start. The only way I would actually consider doing this if I was you is if you're doing this anyways, if you're modifying your car, you're going to car meets, doing anything like this already, and it's your passion, it's your hobby, and you might as well document it. It's free. All you have to do is get a simple camera. You can film on your iPhone. YouTube in itself is a huge character developing platform, at least for me. If you look back at my old videos and look at them now, I'm a completely different person. I guess it just comes with maturity and age. But when I started YouTube, if you go look at my first vlog, you could sense that lack of confidence within myself as a person, as a man, and the way I'm able to communicate, not just behind the camera, but just in general in the public. I'm a completely different person, and it comes from being okay with being uncomfortable. For example, being out, filming everything, the fear of judgment, letting that go. People are always going to criticize you, man, and honestly, that's probably, I think, like the biggest deterrent for a lot of people is they care about what people think about them and what people are going to say. So if that's an issue for you, that's kind of something you have to figure out on your own, because once you stop caring about what people say about you, you kind of just let things go and everything happens more free-flowing, I guess you can say. So I started my YouTube channel, and I remember this very clearly. I had a really close friend of mine back in high school that I would still talk to every once in a while on Instagram. I posted a story on Instagram saying I'm releasing my first episode, and I honestly wish I kept that screenshot, because I screenshotted that exact conversation. He said, I posted the story and he was like, dude, why are you even doing this? There's no point. And it was the most this motivating thing that someone could tell me in that moment, because one, I was insecure in even doing this whole YouTube thing. I had no subscribers and I almost didn't do it because of that. It then clicked that I really had to kind of do this on my own, without the expectation of help of others. And that's another thing too. Not everyone's going to support you. People are going to mock you. People are going to make fun of you, whether it's the way you look, the way you speak, the way you present yourself, the way you do things, the way your car looks, what cars you have. There's always going to be judgment, and the world is it could be a very nice place, but it could also be a very toxic and negative environment for you. You do have to develop that, thick skin when it comes to social media. Working on yourself and attaching YouTube to a part of your routine will by far get you so much farther ahead than anyone else. As soon as I started hitting the gym, as soon as I started the whole retention process, if you don't know what that is, go look up retention, semen retention. This is literally like a cheat code, man. Like if you have a girlfriend, it's a little bit different. You can still practice what they call NoFap. And I feel like this is a topic that's kind of like low-key still. It's not really mainstream. You should be going to the gym, working on yourself. That improves your mental health by far. Meditation, I know it sounds cringe to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys don't believe in it. It does help. Journaling, man, writing down your thought processes and your ideas and stuff like that, because if you're not mentally aware, you're not mentally capable of keeping up with everything in your regular life, you're not going to be able to keep up with this whole YouTube channel thing. And this is something that I think a lot of the YouTubers don't talk about, because life will get in the way. There's days that I don't feel good and I still go out there and produce the content. But overall, I do believe that starting a YouTube channel does have a lot to do with my self-improvement journey. That's kind of how I glued them together. And practicing this whole meditation, journaling, retention, and going to the gym and staying active is something that has helped me stay consistent, and helped me grow my channel thus far. And I'm still learning about these topics. I'm still learning about these things. I am far from perfect, but I'm just that type of person that one likes challenges. One likes to always improve himself. And I'm that type of person that wants to reach that best version of myself, whether it comes to having a really nice body, whether it comes to having my finances in check, whether it comes to having all the 90s JDM legends. I'm getting there little by little. And just, building up this channel and see where it goes. Honestly, starting this YouTube channel has, it's been good and bad. It's made me realize a lot of my true friends. It's made me meet a lot of good friends. I formed a lot of relationship with companies and just people overall, and I've been able to bond with them a lot more. It does, give you more exposure to these type of things versus someone that doesn't do YouTube and kind of stays offline. Sadly, nowadays, social media is, it's the thing, and it's something you're just gonna have to deal with. And I'm just being personal here. Of course, if you don't want to listen to any of this, it doesn't matter. You don't have to. But all this is important, man. And realistically, as you grow, you're gonna start realizing that people only want you for your cars, the value you bring to them. And I feel like I'm going all over the place, but honestly, I'm so grateful for the guys, Lazy, Carlos, and all them, because they've helped me even before YouTube. We were building our DSMs, and I didn't even know how to work on cars. I didn't even know how to use a ratchet. And I've learned over the years to the point where we just start swapping cars like nothing. We did the Evo swap. We took out the motor on the white Eclipse 5 times, and it's a skill that's crucial to have if you're a car enthusiast and you want to have an automotive channel, because you don't want to be going to shops here and there like a lot of people do, and it's more expensive. Overall, I would just kind of take YouTube as more of a challenge, man. Honestly, make it part of your life. That's kind of the only way that you could really do this, and you make it more of a lifestyle, and you will slowly start to grow. That's kind of what I've been seeing. And everything I'm telling you guys this is literally me living through it. I don't consider myself a big YouTuber. I'm still small. But this is kind of what I'm going through right now. And this is I make it part of my self-improvement journey, because I do have a very strong sense of belief that I will make this channel even bigger. And once you realize that nothing external can change your mind or change your path, nothing can, man. It's all internal, realistically, and this goes a lot deeper. But of course, it's just a YouTube channel, so I kind of want to keep it brief for you guys. I didn't mean to go too deep into this conversation, but yeah, if you're a dude, meditation, journaling, retention, gym, keep yourself like that. I'm not the biggest dude. I'm 5'9", weigh 180 pounds, 17-16% body fat. But I'm getting there, man. 3 years in the gym, 3 years doing YouTube. And I'm excited because I've realized I've seen the progress that I've made over the years. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a clip of my first vlog, and just notice, I'm putting myself out there here. Notice my lack of confidence in myself in that first video.
Yo, what up, guys? My name's Miguel. I'm the owner of this 1999 Mitsubishi Eclipse here.
If you guys see me now, my confidence is honestly through the roof. Some might call it arrogant, some might call it cocky, but I have that power to be able to adapt in any social situation and talk to anybody without any sense of a lack of self-worth. And I feel like a lot of people cannot do YouTube channels because they lack that sense of self-worth. I really don't think there's going to be any other YouTuber that's going to talk about this, but this is more on the mental aspect of things. You do have to consider these things, and I know a lot of you guys will actually be able to understand what I'm talking about, because maybe you go through bad days, maybe you have had some sort of depression or anxiety. I used to have a lot of anxiety before, you know, I was like, oh shoot, what video do I have to film? Actually, I still have anxiety to this day. It's not as bad as before, but that sense of, you know, just working on myself and just being able to sit down in a room and just kind of quiet my mind has helped me just be more calm about the situation and just take my time with things and make sure that everything that comes out is produced with quality.
There's a chopper. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Also, drink your water. 2 water bottles a day or so. And I'm honestly at this point in my life where I'm actually trying to take this whole YouTube thing seriously, and I'm sharing this with you guys because a lot of you guys don't know me on a personal level. But yeah, I'm trying to do this whole YouTube thing. I'm trying to produce content and see where this takes me, because the only way you're gonna get somewhere with something is if you go all in. And I've always had that sense of fear when it comes to letting go of another job, that sense of security when it comes to having that paycheck there. So what I did over time is just basically save my money, flip a couple cars, and then have that kind of like money secure, and then put that towards, or invest it towards gear, invest it towards the cars. All the modifications that I implement into the cars now, I see it as an investment, and I also get to build my cars on the side, so that's always a plus because I love these cars. This is what I love doing. I was doing this since I was a child, playing Need for Speed Underground and modifying my Eclipse on my Nintendo GameCube. Like, that's such a dope experience to be able to live this, document it, and share with people. And yes, it's a small group of people right now, but I just have such a high sense of confidence in myself to be able to grow this channel. I feel like I have the formula, and that formula is working on yourself and implementing YouTube as part of your lifestyle, and being confident and believing in yourself to be able to pull through with it no matter what happens or whatever life throws at you. If you quit, it's all gonna be in vain. So I don't see myself quitting anytime soon unless I die or something. So yeah, that's a big part of it. Another big part of it that I feel like I dealt with in the beginning was comparing yourself to others. I love the competition aspect of it, but I also do tend to stay in my lane, and that doesn't just come with YouTube, that just comes with life in general, whether it's my gym, whether it's building my cars. I think a lot of you guys tend to compare yourself to the people that have already built these cars over the span of like the last 10 years. So I was once that kid with a stock Eclipse, with a stock Evo, with a stock VR4, and I would see all these other guys, and I never really felt any sense of envy or jealousy because I knew that I could do it too. And that's kind of the same way I see these big YouTubers, man. Like, honestly, I give them props because I know what they've gone through. I know the struggle of the beginning. I know the struggle of being the underdog. I always like to classify myself as the underdog because it gives me such a high sense of drive that I have to compete. And I guess I'm just a very competitive person, but I do have that sense of ambition to kind of grow this channel. But I do stay in my own lane. I don't try to start any issues with anybody. And I just kind of do my own thing, man. And you naturally attract people like that. The moment you stop chasing and you start attracting is when your life takes a complete 90-degree turn. I went to college, I graduated, I saw that it wasn't really my thing. I still got out of it. I tried real estate for a year, I didn't like it. I've tried marketing, I've tried all that stuff. And for some reason, filmmaking and anything car related to me has always been my calling. And you'll know because you get that gut feeling. So just try it out, try YouTube out, whether it's with your iPhone, film it, post it, see how you feel about it. Don't expect any traction for like the first year. You're gonna get like 1,000 subscribers, man. And the thing about YouTube, what a lot of people don't realize, is that it's exponential growth. So you're gonna kind of go like super slow for years, and out of nowhere, that one video is gonna just kind of skyrocket you. So if you forget to enjoy the process on the way there, you'll realize that you're never gonna be happy. And that's something that I've had to learn the hard way, man. I used to just modify my cars just to make sure that I had a video. And now when I modify my cars, I actually take the time to, like, you know, admire them for a little bit. I'm like, damn, like they actually have come a long way. The VR4, the 3000 GT was completely beat up, and I never even took a look back to look at it and just realized, wow, it's come a long way. Get a whiteboard, that's also very beneficial. I do have a whiteboard at home that I write all my ideas, all my, you know, to edits and all that stuff, all my real ideas. And just kind of be active, man. Join TikTok, join Instagram, anything that kind of helps you get that exposure. But you do have to develop that delayed gratification for yourself, because if you don't, then you're never going to get ahead. So yeah, I'm kind of just telling you guys my personal story of how I've been doing YouTube, and I truly believe in myself. And right now I have like 62,000, I think 700. I think I checked yesterday. I honestly can't wait to look back at this video in the years to come and kind of see how far I've gone. because I've seen such a huge improvement in myself, and I think that's something that's more valuable than the channel itself to me. It's just my self-improvement as a person. I've kind of been all over the place, but I hope you guys are getting the message, you know, pretty clearly, and I hope you guys are motivated to do this. Just be yourself, be authentic. That's very important. It's very, what is it, cliche, I guess you can say, but people don't really know what that means. That pretty much means is recognizing your self-worth without the external validation of others. You're already very secure in yourself. You know what you bring to the table, you know your value, and you express that outwards without caring about what people think of you. And once you lose that perception, that ego side of things, you start attracting things that are meant for you. When you're yourself, I think people can see that and they relate to you a lot better, man, because when you hide your personality, when you hide the way you are, when you hide certain things, you kind of become more of like this type of robot, or like this perceived ego, this perceived like version of yourself that's not even real. So yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to being an automotive YouTuber. It's not really about the cars, it's more about the mindset. I think that just comes with any type of YouTuber. And anyone that's done YouTube or is big on YouTube, you could probably ask them the same questions and they'll tell you the same exact things I'm telling you. And I know this stuff because I'm going through it right now, man. I don't consider myself at that level yet. And maybe it's just because I'm very competitive and I see myself at such a higher standard. But take it easy on yourself, you know, start things slow. As long as you get it going, implement it into your lifestyle, make it part of your life. You shouldn't care what your parents say. My parents have luckily been very supportive about it. You know, yours might not, but your friends are going to criticize you. You know, no one's going to support you in the beginning. Once you start getting more followers and more recognition, you're going to start noticing people switch up on you. So be very wary of your friends. Be wary of the people you keep around you. Keep your energy very, you know, very protected in a sense. Stay tuned for more how to be a YouTuber series. I think the next one I'm going to do is based off sponsorships. And then the one after that, I'll probably go over my gear and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Let me know, give me your insight. This is actually the first video I make about this. And I'm probably gonna end up getting like a better place to kind of film this type of stuff. I don't really know how I feel about this area, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.